Hi, this video is Freezy's training friends. Who's Freezy? Freezy is a Chinese boy. He's a multiple world champion in inline skate sliding, and since few years he's wanted to try and to buy a buggy rolling suit. We could make a first test this spring in Shanghai. This summer he bought a suit and he wanted to make a training in France by my mountain. So we did it. He came to France and we made several downhill. This time we went to Le Pin with Gilles Le Chapelain, who is president of Drift Trike Association in Aix-les-Bains and organizes free ride with Drift Trike. So there was me, Freezy and Gilles. The weather condition was winter, 5 degrees, snow on the side, fog. The street was wet with some place dry and some dead leaves, so there was water under the dead leaves, which is even more slidey. That means when we make the downhill, instead of going 95 km per hour, we were almost 65 km per hour, so much slower down. We take much more distance for braking, and we care that before the curve we are in the right place. As Freezy came and made several downhill, the first downhill he made, he crashed at the first curve. The second downhill, he crashed at the last curve. So in this downhill, I took care to explain him that the street is dangerous because I did not want him to crash here. The street is on the mountain and there's one side a cliff and on the other side there's some rocks. So if you go out of the street in this downhill, it's no good. So he was a little bit scared, which is good because then he was less fast and he could go on the street all the time. As a trainer, I'm used now to take care of my students, and so I don't let them too much distance between them and me. Either I'm behind and I stay close so I can keep an eye on what they do, the arms, the legs, the position of the body and where they are on the street. And if I'm in front, I don't go too much far away so that I also can stay in eye contact. They can see my trajectory to learn when I go on the street, where I brake and how I move my body. As he was a little bit scared, he used too much his hands, and all the time he stays like this, which is difficult for the muscle and make the body tired. You also can see on the floor the difference between wet and dry. Sometimes the street is clear, which is dry, and sometimes the street is black, which is wet and slidey. We made several downhill and the other downhill were very wet, so we had to clean the bearings, and for cleaning the bearings we have to take off the wheels from the suit. But when you put back the wheel, you must always put some glue on the screw. If not, you will lose the wheel on the mountain, and that is what happened to Freezy. After several downhill, he lost one wheel on the arm, and so he had to stop emergency. Even it was a little bit scary because he stopped very close to a wall, and we could not find back the wheel and the bearings. So you have max, you put the wheel on it, but here in the axe there's a small hole where you put the screw, and in this small hole you need to drop one little drop of glue that the screw doesn't go away, and that was not done. Maybe in another video I will show you how to change the wheel and how to put the glue in the hole of the screw, that it's not too much glue and just enough that it holds the screw. The first thing to do on the street is to learn the street. We check every curves and every hard point on the street, and on this street we have to remove the stones. Some are quite small, but some are more big, and the biggest you have to care, because if you hit one stone with even 60 km per hour with the head such close to the floor, this is not good. But anyway, in the downhill you can see some places where there's still some stones, because in the meantime that we prepare ourselves, new stone came down. So it's also a place where you should not park and stay too long. Downhill is about anticipating the risk, understand the risk, and try to avoid it by reducing speed, taking the right trajectory and a good braking area. Yes, I speak English with a very strong French accent, and I'm sorry about that. See you soon.